recording. We have started recording.
Hello. Yes. So, we'll start the game in the eyes of a dog. One of the three dog heads. Beltram. Beltram?
Is John here though? Make sure, because he gets quiet and we don't know anymore. As you can see right now. Oh, he's here.
I'm here. I just didn't want to broadcast a TV show through the mic.
Damn you, John!
Alright. I can't believe this. Being polite and considerate? Sickening. Anyhow.
I'm not playing food, John. Wait till that happens.
So, Beltram, you find yourself in this wonderful, fantastical forest. It is a beautiful place with great lush leaves and trees. What do you do while standing in this forest in the middle of an old beaten path?
He's going to take a nap under one of the trees and just enjoy it.
So you move towards one of the trees and you see a wave coming in the distance. It seems that in the distance, the trees, they are transforming and they are turning black and dark. They're rotting, and some of them are transforming into rotten trees that have lived for a long time. And you see this wave coming towards you of trees and mist and dark. You continue?
He runs in the opposite direction.
Okay. So you notice that
does he give the trees the finger?
He's not Felnox. Felnox likes to do stuff like that. He likes to flip the finger, moon people. Beltram, not so much. He'd just rather tie him up with road trick and laugh.
So you notice that this transformation is happening extremely fast, far faster than your feet can run. Do you still decide to continue this sprint?
He stops and throws his hands up in frustration.
The wave slides over you before you even have time to consider how irritating it is. It does nothing to you, but the rest of the forest has turned dark and misty. There's no light above anymore. And as such, you eventually hear the sound of hoofbeats getting closer to you. And you hear something through the mist. You hear a name from a horse that might not be truly a horse. And a black, massive carriage rides up next to you. The door swings open. What do you do?
What do I see inside?
You don't see anything inside. It's dark. Well, there's a few lights inside the carriage, but it doesn't look like anyone's greeting you.
What does the rider look like?
The driver of the carriage looks very, he has like long, disheveled gray hair, and he looks like he hasn't washed in a very long time. You actually caught a whiff of his scent, possibly. Maybe it was the horses, but you're not too sure. He hasn't talked to you or even looked in your direction.
Say hello?
The driver doesn't respond, but instead you hear someone from inside the carriage. My goodness. Are you going to keep denying this invitation? Just enter.
And who are you?
I will not introduce myself lest you enter.
I'm surprised Jonathan hasn't realized what Black Carriages is.
he gets in.
When you get in, you see the first thing you see is a rotting skeletal corpse on the far side of the carriage, very far away from the person that was speaking. He has runes on his head, and he's the skeleton of a dwarf. His mouth is open like this. And he doesn't really seem to notice you. He looks in your direction a few times. The other person that's sitting down, he's in fine, extremely fine, beautiful clothing in black, white, and red. And he gestures to the seat across from him. You notice that the carriage is far bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Okay. He sits down.
Good. For a moment there, I thought I'd have to send Ben after you. That would not be pleasant. It is a pleasure to meet you, Beltran. I have been tasked with helping you pass through the dimensions. Since the ride to your world, Grindex, is not quite an easy one. But do not worry. Shem should guide the way, as he always has before. And I have heard much of your deals over there in Kalandra. I sense the magic. It's, I must say, quite interesting. So the carriage it rides on while the mage across from you is holding a fine drink. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Magnus the Magnificent, if you will.
Oh, Magnus.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Though I'm not quite sure if you are known as Beltran of the Flame, or is that the other one? I am not sure in these matters.
It would be the other one.
That'd be the other one. Very good. I have been tasked to take you to Grindex. There's not much more than that. And you notice as he's talking that there are lights flashing in the carriage. Like the lights that are flashing through the carriage windows, they are obscene and different and weird and fantastical.
Go to bed.
A being that isn't all too fond of you, but does value your existence, has commissioned me for this task. And to be honest, I'm quite honored to be able to help such a refined beauty. As you should be honored yourself to have such a beauty to be in service to.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, you'll meet her momentarily. This being from which you value. Though, I will admit, this traveling across these dimensions will not be easy, but do not worry, my friend. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Ben, do that chanting thing you do. It should help with the casting. Magnus raises his hands up and he touches the carriage itself, and more fantastical lights happen on the outside as you eventually have a hard, pure white light that touches the outsides of the carriage. Thank you, Ben. You assisted me greatly there. And Ben says nothing. He just looks with his funny face. The skeleton is Ben. This is your location. This is your destination. Thus and so. It has been a pleasure. Enjoy your time.
You're coming with?
No. I am much engrossed in other tasks. And Grindex is not my home. Nor would I want it to be your chaotic land of twisted madness.
Well, technically, I dropped into this place. This isn't exactly my home.
If that's what you want to believe, sure. Now, my friend, she awaits you and is very eager to speak to you. The door swings open.
So he starts walking.
When you step outside the carriage, it is quite a different scene from what you have ever seen. The area from which you have stepped upon, you are standing on the cloud. Despite the fact that you're standing on the clouds, there is a forest of an incomprehensible golden beauty sprawled before you. You can see some mountains piercing the clouds as you walk across this peculiar land. You see the black carriage ride off into the clouds and disappear.
He keeps moving forward.
As you keep moving forward, you see one of the mountains, instead of having a rough and rigid peak, it has a patch of grass that looks very peculiar and out of place.
How does it look peculiar?
Instead of being a rough and rigid mountain peak, it is a patch of grass. Every other peak is a stabbing spike of rock touching the sky.
He stands on the grass.
So when you stand on the grass, you then sense a different presence. You see, here I can go into Roll20 and retrieve the image since I had these all backlogged very well. Here we go. You see the image of this angel right here. She approaches you whilst floating and at a distance. So you have found your true nature. And yet, do you now fashion yourself to chaos?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind finding a nice bit of forest to go live in for the rest of my days.
That is all you wish? Instead of...
He holds up his hand. It's a stub. He's like, look, since I've started, I've had someone blow my hand off for no reason at all. I've been stabbed, shot, burned. So that was not my mistake. Anyway, had many frogs thrown in my face, almost eaten by a mind flayer. Shall I continue? Oh, wait, I was almost had my face ripped off by a Savron. Hey! Yeah, no, I could use a retirement.
That being of chaos still roams, you know?
I'm aware.
And seeing as you don't want to become a deity as you are?
And what does that entail?
Well, I would expect the first thing you do upon returning is to find your master, the Hades of this world.
Why would I go looking for him?
It is part of your nature, is it not? Do you... I see. Perhaps there is a block in your memory. I want you to be clear and sure before you make a decision. So allow me to fix this. Her hands glow and then they touch your head, and then you immediately have the memories of the Cerberus before you. And you remember joy. Pure and blissful joy as you never comprehended. As you wage from battle to battle, slaughtering many great beings. You actually remember Savron. And you remember what you did to him and his sister. His sister lived much longer, and she suffered much more. You remember the great battles with your great demon brethren. You remember that you controlled the world for what seemed like a millennia, before it all came crashing down and eventually you were taken with it. Is this...
Oh, wait, you're asking me if I want to bring all that back?
I am wondering if you are truly as you appear to be, or if you are a threat to all humanity as it stands.
Look, if you want a threat to humanity, go talk to Lexington, because I'm pretty sure he'll have fun executing people left and right. Honestly, I find him more of a threat to all life on the planet than Drozelax, if that makes any sense. But what I will say is this. I'm tired of people beating the snot out of me. So
you see her countenance change, and you see her form transform into someone you're quite aware of. The Witch of the Wilds, she transforms into. You see, there was a reason I had such loathing for you, Beltram. You helped destroy the very world I helped create.
I'm aware.
Well, the being that you were, but you clearly do not have that rage, nor do you have that passion. You don't have any of what makes you such a vile being from before. And I thank you for what you've done, for allowing me to take Jane. You've helped the world in many ways, more than you can comprehend.
Best keep her safe and keep her on a better path.
She will find you again. But I have helped make her better, so she won't be the way that she was.
Honestly, considering the fact that I have gold flowing through my veins, I don't want her near me. Last thing I need is to get some of that gold on her and then something bad happen to her. Bad enough, I have memories from other people, like a guy who spent his whole life torturing people. That's just fun.
You see a smile upon her face, and she throws a frog at you.
I was being sarcastic.
Have you not noticed the gift I've given you? Look upon the frog I've given you.
He looks at the frog.
The frog has a strawberry on its head, and it looks at you with pure contempt. You notice that after the frog smacked you, that your hand has returned, and the corruption is gone.
Oh, thank you.
The frog leaves you, and you can feel the malice from the frog as it seems to hate you.
What was up with that frog?
It does not like having the strawberry on its head, and I refuse to remove it.
I like it better with the strawberry.
As do I. Now, I return you to Grindex, but not without a gift. These are now yours, and you see a golden light go from her hand to your mind. Put these spells inside your fucking book, John, and level up by 1.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready.
Congratulations, John. Everyone's leveling you up. Bet you John doesn't give you dick.
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. Fly. 217.
Okay.
I think we all figured
Haste.
you've suffered enough.
221. Yeah.
Fly, haste. What else?
Nithrul's porcupine coat. 186.
His grandma sounds like a chibi character.
My goodness.
You said what page?
186.
Okay.
Patron spell, Forest Walk, 345. You can just put Forest Walk.
What was the page again?
345.
All right, cool.
Then Levitate, 176.
All right.
And one last one, Magic Shield, 146. That's because I don't think I've ever given you a single spell at all in my campaign.
You did. After one of my levels, it took a while to get that.
Right, because I don't have any other mages other than you. All right. All right. So let's see. So then she takes another step back. Soon you and your friends will go north. There you will find her somewhere along the way. And don't think so ill of your friend Lexington.
Give me a few minutes to move to my room.
Yeah. Uh, 5-minute break.
Pause the video.
I'm gonna get something real quick.
You want to move to somebody else?
I'm recording.
No, I'm about to move to somebody else.
I'm recording.
Awesome. So the witch outstretches her arms. Now I return you to Grindex. And then
Already had plenty.
she reaches for you to touch her hand.
The bed shadow.
I touch her hand.
You fall out of the sky immediately. You fall through the clouds and straight down. And we'll get back to you later.
All right. So
now we go back to B-Hat. We go back to the rest of the group, actually.
I forgot John is doing double duty.
What?
I forgot John is doing double duty.
B-Hat is
playing B-Hat.
Beltran is... He can handle B-Hat. I know it. B-Hat is a part of his soul.
Oh my goodness.
Much like... Okay. So, we now enter the mind of a sleeping white lizard. In dreams. Silence. You were having a peaceful dream of something probably vulgar. And then it burns, the dream itself burns away. And you see a woman clad in armor. And you are back in the realm of Ares. She has long black hair and flaming red eyes. Her eyes are red like flames.
Wait a second.
You.
Did I just finish banging you? He's looking for the two chicks in there.
No. Wouldn't have. You sickly creature. I am a servant of Ares, and I think his attention towards you is wasted.
Well, maybe your attention should be turned to me. And you should find out exactly what you like about me. And Silence imagines himself buck naked, and with his big giant schlong hanging out between his legs. It's human size, lady, but big human. Big human. We don't have lizard penises. These are
You
human
realize
penises.
that roll of what you call it?
Since he knows he's
An
dreaming, he
no,
imagines it's erect.
he know
He's like,
he does know
yeah,
he's
baby.
dreaming. You have to do what you call it? An intelligence check. Or no, personality check. Do a personality check to
More
see if you're able to
personality with
manipulate the
Silence.
dream.
More personality with Silence. Let's see, what's his personality? He got +1 of that. Nope. His penis is flaccid. He's like, oh wait, you gotta give me a second. I was just at a cool pool. You gotta give me a second.
You see that.
I just
You see
imagined
that
Beltram in a
the
cool
flame in
pool.
her
I'm
eyes.
sorry. Give me a second.
But she gets even more irritated. You come with me. She walks into this path of flames, which it engulfs her, but it doesn't seem to harm
He follows. He's still naked. He's walking around his schlong everywhere. Well, I can't get it hard here apparently, but I'm definitely buck naked. He follows it through the flames. Lady, you know I'm an ice dragon, not a fire dragon.
What you are is of no concern to me, beast.
Ooh, baby.
She
Keep talking dirty.
She makes the flames disappear, and you see a small miniaturized version of the whole entire encampment you're at. Like it's a miniature version. You let the city live. There's still people alive. Why? He turns over to you and looks. Why?
Baby, because I need some chicks to bang. You see those women over there that I was doing in that tent? They ain't do nothing wrong. Okay? Some people, they're just scared. It's like COVID-19.
Sure.
It's like COVID-19. We got weak people wearing masks. That doesn't mean they're bad people. They're just weak. All right, baby. We don't have to kill all of them. Ares likes war. He likes fighting. I'm gonna give him war and fighting. Who are you? Bellona? Belladonna? Bellerfona?
You will give him more fighting sooner than you think.
Welcome him.
Don't worry. I'm not sure how you'll welcome it. You see the dream start to fade away like any other dream, and you go back to your original dream, and then
he's upset.
You start to go back to your original dream, and then you hear a buzzing in your head. You hear bees. You hear something.
At least give me your name before you go. Damn it!
And then, out of nowhere, you are far away in the forest, and you're standing next to a stain of blood on the ground.
I thought I was gonna be standing next to Beltram, buck naked. That would have been awesome. So he looks at there's some blood on the ground.
God haven't you traumatized enough of my characters?
God damn it, baby! You didn't tell me you had your period. I can't. I said, baby, you didn't tell me you had your period. I can't. I don't do that shit. I ain't gonna bang you with your period. Okay.
You hear a robotic voice.
Robots.
Interacting with the gods. That's great. And you look behind you and you see the corpse of the man you killed yesterday.
Oh!
And he's...
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hello! And you notice his mouth isn't moving. Hello! You have given me the most exciting experience I've ever had.
His mouth is not moving, or it is moving?
Dead. His mouth is not moving. You see the lights in the helmet blinking.
He walks up to him, grabs his jaw, and he starts to move his mouth for him when he talks to you. I'll help you out, man. Here you go. Every time you talk, I'll move this for you.
You try to do this, but you move through him.
Uh-oh. I did this
You actually...
I start looking around for a gold bar. Maybe this time we'll actually be able to keep it.
Not quite, my friend.
God damn it.
Now, Silence, was it? I'm not going to forget that name.
You should really remember
I
the
have
name of the
never
guy who killed
died.
you, man. You should really remember my name.
Oh, well, my brain was a little scrambled, but I kept a backup somewhere. And then he pulls out a massive chunk of brain, and you see a meaty chip inside his brain. This. He connects it into the helmet, and then he removes his head out of the helmet. That won't be necessary anymore.
See, this is what happens when I give I give the dungeon master Dying Earth books. All right, buddy. What's your plan
Such
here?
things.
Why you call me to your dream and show me your brain and the microchips and your menstrual blood? What's going on?
You see him popping out like his limbs and removing all everything out of his armor.
Come
and the
on,
armor
man.
moves by itself.
He does like Biden. Come on, man.
I don't need these anymore. I don't need these anymore. But you did make it quite troublesome for me to move my legs. I had to put that together in quite a weird way. And you see that there's like rope made out of freaking like grass or something? And it's not futuristic at all. I learned that from a few peasants, and I never thought it would be useful. But today it was. And at least I can kind of move. Now, this I wanted to speak to you before I left. And I have something that can tap into your sleeping mind.
Dude, I'm gonna stop drinking that shit Lexington gives me. I really need to stop drinking that shit.
I want us to. Perhaps you should. Unfortunately, I can never taste anything again, but I have the vivid memory of a pure and glorious death. I wish to share it with you, Silence. But not quite yet. Enjoy the ashes of Soren and the taste of a golden blade in the morning. Farewell. He starts to wander down the forest as you feel the buzzing. You can hear it start screaming again before it fades away.
He does like Curly Bill in Tombstone. Well, bye.
So then morning comes and Silence.
He wakes up and
Well, actually,
are those two chicks still around him?
You only have one chick now.
Bitch, what the hell you gave me while I was sleeping?
She looks at you with blue eyes, seemingly burning blue eyes, and she smiles with her long black hair.
Does she look anything like the? Yeah, I know I'm awesome, but does she look anything like the goddess? Even remotely?
No. Nope, not at all. The only thing that's similar is that she has long hair, and even that's of a different length.
Jonathan, what happened to your camera?
I can see him still. I think. No, he's not moving.
Hold on.
Can you see me?
Yeah. He's like, all right, lady.
There's like some glitching going around.
All right, lady. Take your walk of shame. I need to talk to my scouts.
Wait, I need John back for this. He's gonna love this. God damn it. Yeah, I'm seeing a glitch in Tyler's side. No, the glitch stopped. Fuck you, Jonathan. So, the lady leans in, the woman leans in close. Whoops. The woman leans in close and says, what about a kiss for the road?
How the hell are you gonna kiss me,
first,
lady?
Perception.
I have giant fangs,
roll perception
man.
First.
He's like, all right. He licks her like a dog. Like, seriously, lady. I don't kiss.
You notice. You notice that there's a blade in your chest.
Oh, look here. It's look. Oh, you're gonna poke me with that? This is
And you
adorable.
notice that she's wearing golden armor.
Oh, it's you again. Ooh.
No, she's not from.
Now his penis is really erect.
She's not from. You take 1d10 damage from the attack because you wanted to lick her face instead of trying to. All right, so she got a nice surprise hit on you with a dagger. But it's definitely a stinger.
Apparently a free hit. What's the damage?
1d10. It's
You have to roll
10
the damage, not
damage.
me.
It's a surprise attack.
You have to roll the damage.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
10? 10 damage off of silence?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Indeed. A vicious tickle.
He backhands her. With a mighty deed. The
Roll
mighty
the hit.
deed. The intention of the mighty deed is to hit her so hard she does about 4 backflips in the air and lands on his cabinet face first, taking double damage. One from his fist, the other one from the cabinet. His die is a.
Let it happen.
So just to make sure, she's wearing full armor.
No, she just has like a golden breastplate. Like it looks like more seductive armor than utility armor.
Okay.
More like ornamental.
He rolled asshole. He rolled a 1. So his deed.
What?
So it's going to be a +4 to hit.
All right.
Strength plus the deed. And he's not hitting her with a weapon. So a 20.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
That's definitely a fucking hit.
He backhands her. Gets up. For his second attack, grabs his axe. Baby, this is just my game.
She looks at you with pure joy in her eyes.
Did we roll initiative?
I've already done what I need to do. No, you're next. You have 2 attacks. You're good. There's no
You've already done what you need to do. You stabbed me with a little knife, and let me guess, you tipped it with some poison.
Oh no. Don't need that. The rest are coming. You're weaker now, and you won't be ready. Neither were your friends.
10 hit points weaker, lady. He takes his axe and chops her in half. Rolls a 1d7.
Whoa.
Okay, 6. So now it's +6, +3, which is 9. And then his weapon. Fucking horrible axe you gave me, Jonathan. Has a 6 plus 2, 6, 12. Plus 12. $18. And I made my deed. And the deed is to chop her in half.
Damn, yeah, you hit.
The deed is to chop her in half, so.
All right. You go for it.
I already did it. You rolled the hit.
Oh.
You tell me what happens. Roll for damage?
Do the damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll for damage. I need to know how vicious this is. Because you know how Belafron, like, he will roll like a 30 or something. It can't be just chopping them in half. You literally like rip their guts out and everything. It's not pretty. I gotta know how vicious this is.
20.
Oh shit. Well,
Silence, man.
So her beautiful plate armor does fuck all. And her body flies, like, instead of being quite quaint and cute, and her tiny body, it snaps, and one bit starts flying up in the air. It goes straight through the fucking tent. And it alerts a few people. What the hell is that?
She bit me. Look right here. She bit me right here. Rally your troops, Ravens. Someone's attacking us.
You hear more screaming as some people are assassinated by the witches.
Is she
Lexington.
Still, well, she's chopped completely in half. So she's still, I mean, is she still conscious enough before you switch over to tell me something?
No, she's fucking done. She can't even, like, when she falls down.
Her up and, like, shakes her a little. Say, bitch. Yeah, tell me who the hell hired you. Throws away, puts on his armor. Go ahead. Nice job, Tyler. Assassination attempt.
So Lexington,
I like.
You wake. Oh yeah, Lexington. You wake up with two beautiful women at each side, and one of them looks at you with sinister intent. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all.
Hold on, Tyler.
She reaches.
Okay, I see him. Go on. I see him.
All right. So she steps off the bed and then she comes back again and looks like she might be holding something. She just looks at you and she can't tell whether you're awake or not. What do you do, Lexington?
Do I know that something's wrong? Like,
No, you haven't heard the scream yet.
Can I help you with something?
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry. You're in bed with a woman.
It's a sexy beast, man. A sexy beast.
In bed with a woman is like, can I help you with something?
Yeah, there's like glitching going on around.
So she says that you sure can. And she approaches you. She gets closer to you and attempts to kiss you. But then the other one attempts to stab you. Roll agility, my dude. Good luck.
Ricky.
Agility rolls what I meant to do for Uncle. Sorry. But I figured you'd be amply distracted while licking someone's face.
Don't worry about it. I do so much damage that even taking 10 damages, I don't care. He's silence.
All right. What have you rolled? All right. You take 1d10 damage right off the bat. First dagger, surprise hit into you. 8 damage. The other one is trying to hold you down. She's grabbing your. She's trying to hold you down and trying to choke you out. What do you do?
I'm like trying to lower this for a sec. Down to 14 HP. Alright.
We haven't gotten to Behat's assassination, which is the funniest one. Behat's attempt at assassination is the fucking funniest one.
I'm going to the restroom. Be right back.
All right.
I tried to like grab the dagger that he stabbed me with, and tried to stab the one that's trying to choke me.
All right.
I'm going to try to use a mighty deed to do that.
Do your mighty deed. I'm going to leave and come back because your camera isn't working for me. Alright, that's better. You rolled a 4, you passed your deed.
Alright. Let me calculate a damage.
Now you gotta calculate whether you hit or not. Dingus?
Yeah.
And don't freaking
the
boost
calculated whether I hit, like the modifiers for the strength type of thing.
Yeah, you got +4, plus your strength, plus whatever your weapon gives you.
I got a 20.
That's actually a natural 20, because warriors get on a 19, that's considered a 20. Give me your crit table and crit dice, you just crit that bitch right next to you. Holy fuck.
There's a fucking knife too.
Yep. Your crit table, I got your crit table. What's your crit die?
This die is...
What level are you?
3.
Level 3. Roll a d16, Jonathan.
1d16.
Yeah, roll a d16, Jonathan. Do slash and then roll 1 space 1d16. Do you think you can do that, or you want me to do that?
You mind if you do that for me?
Gotcha. Here we go. Well, that sucks dick. Actually, no, that's fucking vicious. Holy fuck. Never mind, I thought that was bad. No, that's vicious. That's actually really hurt. Yeah, so, Jonathan, you just spilled her blame. Actually, fucking, here, roll for damage. Do 2d12. Roll for damage. I want to know how bad this is.
2d12.
And that's plus the 1d4. Holy fucking, you know what? Never mind. You don't need to do the 1d4. You spew her fucking brains out in front of your face. Her whole face just spews out, and you horrify the other chick. The other chick runs over and tries to grab your blade. You have one turn to... Now it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I tried to use
I don't see
like I tried to
Oh. Uncle, did you just come back? Lexington just spewed the brains of a chick that tried to choke him out all over his face.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, what where are my weapons and how is it pointed?
Over to your right, your weapons are point down, leaning on a stand. No one ever puts their weapons point up.
Like that's my axe, or is that's my javelin?
Yeah, your axe is on the ground. Your axe is on the ground, and your javelins are pointed down on the ground over there, on the right side of the tent, which she's running for. Like she just jumped off the bed in horror and is trying to get that instead.
I tried to race for my axe and tried to cut her down.
So you're trying to outbeat her, like you're trying to. You're not going to get any bonus. She's already off the bed and running, my dude. So she's already ahead of you, and she's going to attempt to grab one of the weapons.
Okay, I'm going to use the dagger and try to kill her with it.
All right. If you want, you
stop her halfway from running and then kill.
All right. I mean, that's a backstab. So go ahead, roll your mighty deed. Roll the hit. What's your mighty? Oh, your mighty deeds try to stop her from making it there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like much of a mighty deed, I think. But sure, do it. Do it. Give me now.
It's 4.
All right, you succeeded. Go ahead. Do
the hit.
Yeah, roll the hit. That sure as fuck hits the
It's
poor little lady.
19.
Yep, poor little naked lady. Go ahead, roll for damage. That's a 1d4 plus your strength plus your mighty deed. So that's a 4
Alright.
plus whatever your strength is. What's your strength?
It's 6. The damage is 6.
The damage is 6. You do enough damage to kill her. She makes a horrific cry and a shrill yelp. And you barely notice this because you're so deep in the heat of the moment. But you barely hear that there's a scream off in the distance, and everyone starts to wake up in alarm and confusion. You barely notice this because you're in the middle of trying to survive. But this happens, silence events happen just as yours happen. Now, B-Hat. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
A lady attempts to get close to you, and she's so confused by your countenance. She doesn't even attempt to try to seductively get close to you. She just tries to stab you in the neck. This is stopped by the bee. The bee flies towards her and immediately stops us. You fool! Now I get to eat your eyes! And you wake up to hearing the bee viciously attacking the poor girl. And you see you see Mordred and Lancelot. You see Lancelot like, die, witch! Witch! Face my blade! Witch! You attempt to wake up the great warrior for your menial assassination? And Mordred is trying to rip off anything he can with his tiny little talons, which it's kind of effective. It's more horrifying than effective. What do you do, Beat?
So they have her pinned and they're ripping her apart, basically.
They're trying to rip her apart. They are more threatening than actual damage.
John, they're trying, John. It's more like a giant bee trying to bother a woman.
Yeah, the bee doesn't really have talents. It's trying its best to rip anything off, but it's a fucking bee, man. It just has a stinger.
What the heck is B-Hat?
Die, witch!
B-Hat is kind of just... he's watching this. He's like, my life just gets weirder and weirder.
Do not worry, master. We won't let this witch kill you. Lancelot dives off. He jumps off and lands on her head. He's like, die, witch! He grabs her hair and tries to stab into her skull. And unsuccessfully does so. He's just like, witch! And she tries to smack him off, and he's fending off her blows with the shield. It's like an epic battle for a fucking midget. He like dives into the shield as the hands slap onto her. You won't take me, witch! He slices over and takes one of her fingers. It's a great and glorious battle while the bee is buzzing around and attacking her. It's like, you won't kill my rider. I'll take your eyes. He finally takes one eyeball. Barely. Like he's like, and just takes it. Marlene. And she's screeching. Do you do anything, Behat, while this is happening?
He's just watching the carnage right now. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he can scream, cast, or try to attack her.
Eventually, Lancelot, he goes down, he runs, he slides down her hair and starts stabbing into her skull, and he goes through the eye socket and kills her. Foul witch! You die! And then he jumps off and lands on the bee. It was just merely a day's work.
He's just clapping.
And you also hear, by this point, you hear screaming across the camp for other attempted assassinations are also happening. So, back to Beltram. Beltram, you are falling out of the sky. And you see below you, when you finally stabilize, you see a city smoldering beneath you. And you feel yourself slowly slowing down as you're falling. And eventually, you start
with where I'm going to.
Not really. No, you much like a person falling out of the sky, you have almost no control. But you can try. Roll intelligence. You roll, John. All right, you're able to somewhat direct where you're going. Where are you going to try to direct yourself? Oh, and you also notice that there's a small force of soldiers going towards these encampments as you're falling. It seems that they just came out of a portal.
The encampments, do they look familiar?
They are the Ravens. You can clearly tell. And
all right, so he makes his way over to the Ravens.
You keep falling, and then at a certain point, the magic refuses to let you go any further. And it seems it's trying to... You feel a wind. You see leaves guiding you, and it shows the force of enemies in the distance. Trying to make sure that you notice this. What do you do now? It seems that they're almost upon the camp. It seems like they're waiting for something to happen.
Okay, so they're definitely enemies from what I could tell, right?
They're all in golden armor.
So 216. Might as well.
216. All right.
Oh yeah, what's his level? Your level.
He didn't say it, but it's fireball. You did level up just recently, John, so make sure you add that bonus along with your intelligence.
Yep. And all right. Really?
You already made the wait. Oh, was that your intelligence roll earlier?
The intelligence roll was 14. The spell was 11.
Lost. Failure. I'm sorry. The fireball fizzled out of your hand.
Well, he is falling, so that would kind of mess with his casting.
Yeah, kind of, I suppose. So what do you do now? You feel you have a little bit of dominion over this. Oh, and by the way, all the spells you have been given have no mercurials until the end of the session, of course.
Let's see. He's gonna make his way into the camp.
All right. So, Silence just after you get armored. B-Hat just after you watched Lancelot and Mordred senselessly murder this poor chick in like a very slow and horrible way. And Lexington, after you killed your two bitches, you all, as you stepped out of your tents and whatnot, you see out of the sky Gandalf Beltron of the Not Flame. He floats down in whatever way he deems fit. He comes down Superman style and he touches the ground. Next to you, Silence.
As soon as he touches ground, he warns everybody. He's like, "Look, there's a huge group of people right outside the camp."
Well, thank you, Riggs. We already got attacked. You're like showing up super late, telling us all these things. Ravens! This dirtbag is telling us what we already know. Everybody get ready, we're being attacked.
Well, next time
Lexington tries to find a slaver master.
Did you say
The
something,
slaver
Riggs,
master.
before the
Should I
Riggs?
even bother telling you their size, or do you not care?
Riggs, listen to me. If I wanted you to tell me their size, I would have asked for their size. It doesn't matter. We gotta frickin' fight them anyway. So why don't you get up on that hill, sacrifice some old dude or something, and cast a spell and blow them up, or keep them busy, like an illusion spell or something. Can you do this, buddy?
He's walking off.
Arthur gets Merlin. Bilbo gets Gandalf. I get that nitwit. He goes to find Lexington.
Did I find this little bastard?
Wait, hold up, Jonathan. You see the dwarf that you met a few games ago? He walks up to you naked with his dick out. I was like, "What's all this commotion?"
We're being under attack. Where's the damn slave
this has turned
master?
into Chalt.
he's like, "Why are all your ladies trying to kill you? My ladies are just fine."
They're assassins. We're being under attacked.
He rubs his very, very long brown beard. And bear in mind, you can hardly tell he's naked because of how long his beard is.
Are you ready to command our army?
Me? I don't have my armor.
I can't find the slave master anywhere, and I need those slaves up and running.
You want me to command the army?
I need you to help me command the army.
Moves. You got it. I'm a great commander. Right, Silence? I'm a phenomenal commander.
Oh, yeah. Of course you are. You're a magnificent commander. Where's my real court wizard? He goes looking for the old man.
He falls backwards and he passes out.
And he goes looking for Morgenstern and the old man and all the crows.
I go to the slave army and see if they can follow my commands at all.
My big trouble is I'm trying to figure out who the freaking slave. I'm trying to find his name.
Demote him. Get another one. He got too drunk. He forgot his name. When you remember his name, he'll show up. Get the second in command and make him the second in command.
He was like this creepy guy that enjoyed slavery.
Oh, indeed he did, which is why I'm trying to find his name, dude. I cannot believe this. Anyhow, so you find him. You find the slave captain, and you see that he's sitting like this. He's looking over a pile of corpses, of all women corpses. And you notice that they weren't killed just now, that they would have been dead all night. Though they've been dead for hours. So you, Lexington? So you?
Yes. How long till you can get the slave army up and running?
Immediately.
Good. There's a battle about to commence.
Lexington, how long have you known that the women have been switched out? I've known for at least maybe an hour or two. I wasn't sure if you guys bought finer whores and killed the old ones. I thought it was deliciously horrible. But true that they're assassins.
Yes. Also get the control collars ready.
You want me to get extra? Yes?
Well, they have warrant my wrath. My orders are to apprehend them alive, by whatever means necessary. The control collars bring back the dead whenever they die. So yes, bring the control collars out.
Well, some of them, if they die in a certain way, they won't come back. But
enough for me.
Wonderful. I'm glad that you are very happy. Let's begin. In a jovial, happy way, he waltzes away, and whenever he gets over to a slave, he usually punches them or slaps them aside. And every time he does so, he laughs a great jovial laugh. Come, my great friends, we are off to battle, so you may see the great thing in the sky, or whatever it is you plebeians believe. Where are my captains? And he goes off in his wonderful, happy walk away. And Silence, you go for looking for the old man?
No, well, I collect my shit. I find the horse. I find the Raven leader, and I command them to get into formation, and to tell me where the army's coming from. And I need to. Well, I particularly need their position in comparison to the city. And he looks at the city itself. Are the walls defendable? Can we siege? Can we force them to siege us, or we have to fight them on the open field? That's pretty much what he's looking at.
The walls they are up, but you would have to stand on the not so solid surface of rubble. The rubble alone make probably both. It's not a safe surface to do
So it's not
anything.
defendable. All right. Okay. So we need high ground. So I ordered the Ravens to take position in high ground. We look around, find a hill that we can use to overlook the army
There's
that's
a
coming.
hill to the east.
Let's go east. So we head
So
east.
Alistair speaks.
Go ahead.
They're coming from the southwest. There's a hill to the east. We'll buy us some time and we'll have a better position.
Excellent. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get everyone in formation. Uh, send us to the east. Leave a detachment to protect the civilians, and have them go into the city and hide in the city. And then the rest of us will take care of this. Find a stupid wizard and
Alright.
tell him to cast shit at him because he ain't listening to me. Get somebody to ask him. And find me the old man.
Ah, the old man. I think he's already on the hill.
Excellent.
I don't think he left.
So I leap on the Morgenstern and right over to him.
You see the old man, he's by himself on this beautiful grass field and he's dancing. And you see he keeps constantly pointing at the ground. He's in his hood and he's constantly moving around.
Old dude, I need something from you real quickly. I need heal. I took a hit from one of them bitches. Heal my 10 hit points.
Oh, man.
He walks up to him and leans and kneels to him.
He puts his hands on your shoulders and you see out of the ground. You only saw a silhouette of a sword, but out of the ground, two knights that look very similar to Ares come up. And you see him turn very, very young. And you see you are healed entirely.
Excellent.
Because you have gone to a sacred site of Ares, increase your HP by 1 hit dice.
Excellent. Oh, 1 hit dice. Nice.
Yes.
What is the word? Hit dice?
Oh.
You see,
You see, Riggs. You see what happens when you fucking pay attention. Hold on. What's his hit dice? The fuck is the warrior's hit dice? Hold on.
1d12.
Nice.
Plus your constitution. Your stamina.
Stamina. Let me find it. Use my funky dice. That's 5 plus 2 is 7. Additional hit points, which gives him a nice big fat number. Thank you, old dude. You are amazing. You ain't old anymore. You got young. What the hell happened?
The old man, he speaks again, but you see that his eyes are black when he casts that spell, and his lips don't move. This is a sacred site. You will commence the battle here, and you will kill them all. I wish you the best of luck.
Excellent, old dude. Anything else you can do? You can like make it rain or something. I don't know. Just mess them up.
As you wish. You see that the eyes from the statues, they start to glow red as the rain begins to fall, and it seems since it's morning, it seems that the rain looks like blood for some reason because of how bright how the sun touches the sky with this rain coming.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I know I'm asking for a lot, but can I have one more favor? Can you give a Riggs a pair of balls? Thank you. That's it. He rides back to his Ravens.
You notice that when the old man brings his hands down, he becomes old again. He's like, yeah, and he touches the statues, and he just starts touching the statues. Yeah, yeah.
Unlike him. He rides back to the ravens to lead them to the hill.
So you take the altar that came out of the ground. It stays there.
Good. He's riding.
And
He's riding them to defend the altar, basically. He's riding. He's going to ride the crows and the ravens over to the altar to defend from the top of the altar. High ground. Force that army to come up to them.
Okay, so
what do you do, Lexi?
from anywhere like near the altar or the ruined city, are there any like heavily forested areas or swamps?
There are heavily forested areas, yes. Like there's a great big plain, and then on the edge of that, there's a forest. The great big plain
is where lakes.
What? Large lakes? No, there are no large lakes. Not close enough to get to within a. Unless everyone has a horse, which everyone doesn't have a horse.
All right. How far away is the hill Silence is heading?
Not very far away at all. It's close enough to get there before the warriors come, and by this point, they're about to start entering the abandoned camps.
Lexington, get your goddamn slave armor to the hill.
All right. Try to rally my slave army forces towards the hill.
All right. So you join them on the hill?
Yep.
Where the hell's Belfast?
Wondrous. So everyone is on the hill, and you see above the army of golden soldiers. Wait, Beltram, what the fuck are you doing?
He like left.
He's already on the hill. He's just waiting till they get close enough, and he's going to start casting spells.
He just
all
left.
Right.
He ran off.
Don't have fireball, so afterwards closing on distance.
All right. So you see above this golden army, above them floats a man with a golden fox mask and golden plate armor. He floats above them like this with his mask. And they get closer and closer to you. And eventually they get close enough that they're at least 20 feet from you before they haven't rushed you yet. They're 20 feet. They've been walking this whole time. They haven't noticed any of the villagers, and they haven't raided your camp. They all just go straight for you.
Before they get close to us, I order the ravens to fire arrows at them.
All right.
Archers, kill them.
You said they were within 20 feet?
No, they did not get to 20 feet, because at least 100 feet, Silence started firing arrows.
Okay, cool.
And their mage cast.
That's your cue to do the fireball, Beltram. That's called a spell duel.
Alright. So he casts a spell. Magic shield.
Spell duel, the magic shield, Beltram.
For what, a turd? I cast magic shield.
What?
How do you spell duel magic shield? With magic shield?
No, I wasn't going to spell duel because I can't.
You can if you use another spell.
John, any spell could interrupt his magic shield, man. Fucking magic missile, fireball.
It could be lightning bolt to disturb his casting.
I have to. Good grief. I have to be within 40 feet of him. Is he within 40 feet?
No.
Why the hell can't I buff myself?
What do you mean?
I'm familiar. Can't use that. Haste. Shoot. No, there's not much I could really do because what's his distance?
He is very far away. He's 100 feet away.
Yeah, I can't do much if he's 100 feet away.
What is the range on Fireball, man?
Fine.
Maybe like 100 feet.
The mage that doesn't want to be a mage.
16.
What spell are you casting?
Range is 50 or more.
That means if you roll high enough, it'll be over 50. Slit the throat of a slave.
All right, so I have to. There's no way around it. I actually have to. That's a what? Level 3, so it's at least 3 points. So I'm gonna take at least 3 points in strength out.
Why you?
What?
That takes that's gonna take you a while to recover.
I have to spell burn. I don't have the spell anymore.
Oh, that's true.
So
Someone read the book.
That's why I have to give up at least 3 points of strength, and then I can fire.
Slit the throat of a slave.
And he doesn't like doing it.
Any sort of sacrifice?
A rooster, a chicken. Be a mage, man.
Yeah.
Burn a forest. The whole forest could be a sacrifice.
Ooh.
Jesus.
You know what? I'm gonna make a murder hobo mage just to make all of you happy, so you can leave me alone.
Dude, it could be anything to building a monument.
There's already one.
To
you missed Sunday's game. His name is Magnus the Magnificent. There's already one.
Is that why you're getting on my case about this?
Yes, sir.
No, I should probably stop playing mages. 19.
Oh shit. Oh god. You fucking amazing bastard, you. Oh Jesus. Yeah, your fireball launches up to 120 feet, doing 46 damage.
You see, John? You see a little pushing.
My goodness.
He turned to
I
a
didn't
god.
feel like bleeding myself, that's all.
Hold up, actually, I gotta
Bleed someone
figure
around
out
you then.
material. Hold up. It's
that goes against his character. I'm gonna make a Mugsy mage just so you guys would stop.
I don't think I've ever seen a mage who was against his character to actually bleed somebody.
When was the last time he actually bled somebody other than himself?
What you can do is ask, like, if you are really so queasy about it, you can ask one of your companions to sacrifice a bit of their life force.
Yeah, Silence will gladly fucking sacrifice the life force of one of your companions, John. No worries.
Alright, God, I gotta get to this page of spell dueling. Spell dueling, here we go.
If you're confused by it, I can handle it. I've done them many times.
So, let's see,
basically, you roll, he rolls, then there's a little chart. You just consult the chart. It's fairly easy.
Yeah, the roll's already done, so I just gotta...
One part of the chart shows the attacker, the other one says defender. That's it. You do it like that. And then it gives you a number, and then consult that number.
John, roll a d6. Because I think the other guy's considered an offender.
Yeah, the other guy is considered the offender.
No, he's not. The other guy started casting first. John responded.
Oh, you're right.
John responded. Even though his is an attack spell, Tyler, he's not the defender. He's not the attacker. I'm sorry. John is the.
Yeah, he's right about that. That secrets is a spell.
Alright, so I gotta roll a d6 to see if you cancel his spell out, because his spell's pretty low. Well, shit sticks. I don't think a 1 does much of anything. Actually, let me check. What was the spell? The spell was Magic Shield.
You want me to consult?
That's 146. I think I got it. 146.
If he rolled much higher, he doesn't just cancel your spell. He also blows you to pieces. Yeah.
You know what, Uncle? Yeah, go ahead and do it, because I'm not sure if I got it right.
Okay. What were the 2 rolls? Wait, hold on. Let me find the page.
The 2 rolls were...
What page does the spell do? Never mind, I found it. Go ahead.
So the first roll was the attacker, which is a 14.
Okay.
John's roll was a 19.
6. Okay. What did you roll? When John rolled a d6, what did you roll?
2.
Rolled a 2?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. The offender is John. Okay, roll d6, John. Another d6.
Roll the 1.
Okay, John, you're in your shitty fucking rolls. Ty, your spell check is a 13 now. John's didn't do anything. He dropped yours down by 1.
Yep, and that's 146.
Is it a failure?
Nope.
Okay, so he still
It just
matches
goes
magic
down and
shield,
makes it weaker.
but only at a 13. Because of John's crappy freaking roll.
So, the shield was reduced, and it blocks a little less. Many soldiers are taken by this hail of arrows, but many of them, they're not taken down. There's a decent chunk taken out, but not all.
Yeah, but John's
maybe 20% taken out.
While John's fireball didn't explode, he doesn't lose a spell. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So, you know.
So the mage and everyone around the mage is just fine as they approach you guys. And he keeps getting closer and closer. Do you keep firing volleys of arrows? They're still walking. Every single one. They don't even care that their allies died. They're still walking all like this.
That's weird as fuck.
Silence calls out to them. Surrender, and we won't kill you all. Take one more step, we will kill you all.
The knights, they hold their swords, and they hold it to the sky. And the mage, he falls down to the ground.
Can I cast another fireball? Since you said I don't lose it this time around?
Sure, the mage falls closer down to the ground as you fucking throw a fireball at him.
Good old John.
My goodness. Well, the mage isn't just gonna take that sitting down. He is gonna counter spell. He's gonna do a spell duel with Scorching Ray.
Silence
All
turn.
right.
While this is going on, Silence turns to Lexington. I think we should attack pretty much right after this. You gonna send the slaves in first, or should I send in my ravens?
Jesus Christ.
I think we should send the slaves in through the sides. Then you attack the center.
Okay. My ravens are on horses, you dickhead. We should send the fucking slaves in first and then have the horses come in from the side.
Not every raven's on horse.
All right. He commands his cavalry.
Some are infantry.
He commands his cavalry to separate from the infantry, and I'm pretty sure there's no slaves on horses. So, and to separate and then
oh hell no.
Wheel around and come in from behind.
No.
He commands the cavalry to wheel around and give us time to send the infantry in first, and then come in from the side. So I send in the slaves and my ravens first, but after the spell duel. After these two.
The very first phlogiston disturbance.
Excellent.
Phlogiston disturbance.
He sees all this going on and fires a magic missile as well.
John, it's the first phlogiston disturbance, dude. How did you manage it, Tyler?
They both rolled 17. You both get corruptions.
Excellent.
God.
1d4. 1d4 plus 1 corruptions.
How many?
1d4 plus 1 corruptions.
Forget this battle. This is going to be awesome to watch.
Congratulations,
John.
John.
God, I love DC.
Oh my God. All right, John, you got.
We've been playing this for like 2 years now. We've never had one of these. It's awesome.
John, you got 4 corruptions, my dude. The other guy got 3.
Tyler, remember what I told you about corruptions the other day?
Yes.
Okay.
Always use the worst.
No. I said yes. Always use the worst. Have them roll and then just consult the different charts with the same number and just pick the one you like. That's a mistake I've been making. You get me? He rolls like a 90 or whatever, and then you look at all 3 charts and pick the one that 90 is coolest in. So you don't get I'm a little shorter, but you get a chicken head. Use that. It's much cooler. So that's all that happens? Fuck.
Yep, that's all that happens.
So
because they both rolled a.
What does it look like? Describe this shit.
Well, when they both. John, you fired Fireball, right? So when he fired the Scorching Ray, a beautiful intermix of colors that are not very familiar with fire come out. Blue and red and blue and green colors of the forests come out, and then black, and then the fire and flame that has now turned blue and black comes back towards you and consumes both of you. The mage, who was all cocky, is like,
You ain't gonna look good for that princess anymore.
all right, John, I am. See. Let's take a look. See. John, roll a 1d4.
This is why all mages wind up fucking wearing hoods and shit.
Yep. And hide themselves under satellite.
John, you got a third eye, buddy. You got a third eye on the back of your head. You literally have an eye on the back of your head.
John, you there?
That's probably real fucking itchy with the hair.
John is like super quiet now. He's not happy with his corruption.
I'm here.
You got an eye in the back of your head, man. You look like a fucking old Ed Wood movie.
Actually, I was thinking more of Tien from Dragon Ball Z, but yeah, whatever.
That works. No, yeah, but it's in the back of your head. It'd be look cool if it was like right in the forehead. That would look fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for when he said third eye. I'm like,
At least you can
I
see
can work
behind
with
you
that.
now, so it's pretty. It's useful at least.
Yeah.
No one can backstab you anymore. That's over and done with. Chicks will dig it.
I'm sorry, John. I'm so sorry for this one. Characters' limbs are replaced by suckered tentacles. One limb at random is replaced each month for 4 months. At the end of 4 months, it'll be impossible to hide
He's gonna be a
in
squid.
human nature.
He's gonna be a squid
Yeah,
in 4
now
months.
not one tentacle hand, but 2 tentacle hands.
Oh my god, he's
Just got
turning into
cured of your
fucking
growth.
Zoidberg. What about Zoidberg?
No, man. Let me see. John, roll a 1d4.
All right, give me a minute. One limb gets replaced for what?
1 limb
Month, you
is
said?
replaced at
Both
random.
of your limbs turn into tentacles.
I didn't hear you, Ty.
1 limb at the end of the month is when. Yeah, 1 limb at the end of every month is replaced by suckered tentacles.
Okay.
And it's at random.
So at the end of this,
And
you're
it
gonna have
could
4
be his
fucking
feet.
tentacles. Both your arms and your legs are gonna be tentacles at the end of this, unless Tyler decides that one of the limbs is
You're
a penis.
turning into Pendulum.
Yeah, turning into pendulum. Exactly.
You're turning to Pendulum. Rejoice. Though you don't know all the
What was
spells.
it that you wanted me to roll?
So
1d4.
Tyler, which is the first one? Which one turns into a tentacle right now?
The first one was the third eye.
No. Which limb turns into a
That's
tentacle
what we're
now?
about to figure it out. We're about to figure it out.
Oh.
He's doing a 1d4.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your right arm turns to a tentacle. Well, it starts getting tentacle-like features. Like you got suction cups on your hands now. And you feel as if you could stretch your hand out very far if you cared to. All right, on to the next one.
No, 2 more corruptions.
Mm-hmm.
What happened now?
Hey, John. A duplicate of your character's face appears on your back. It looks just like your normal face. The eyes and mouth can be operated independently.
Oh, that's horrible. You got an eyeball in the fucking head and a face in your back. God, I love DCC.
Can I use that face to cast a second spell?
Most of this you can cover with a hood, man, and a cloak. You're okay.
Actually,
Can I use it to cast
yes.
a second spell?
That is a yes, because there's a mercurial magic that allows you to cast a second time if you have a second face. So you can cast twice.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes. All right. So that was we did the first 2, the second. Now the final one. Oh. Oh my god. Well, John, I'm not sure if you read Dying Earth, but now you feel that there's something inside your stomach. And there's a creature feeding on your body mass now.
Ferks!
And you feel that, yep.
Oh my god,
There's a creature feeding on your body mass. You lose 2d10 pounds per month, which means you lose one stamina per month. You have a creature inside you that is constantly enjoying and over feasting.
Question
You can
is,
feel it.
because of what you guys did to me, do I take it over?
That corruption was cured.
When she
She threw the strawberry frog at you. Yes.
Gotcha.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep that corruption, but you did. You made it seem like you didn't want it. So the corruption was cured. You don't have to eat souls anymore. But now you have a face on the back of your head and an eyeball on the back of your head. I mean, you have a face on your back and an eyeball on the back of your head. And your hand's the tentacle.
And he has a parasite
man.
that's slowly killing him. That one, he has to.
The parasite, yes.
Well, think of it like this. We're not going to be mistaken Beltran for Feldok's anymore.
Nope.
Yes. You are now
Nope,
Pantaloon.
never again.
You are now
That's the guy with the eyes with the back on the back of his. No, wait. Does his second half also have an eye at the back of his head?
No other of his halves. This doesn't attribute to the other heads. The other heads don't get his corruptions. Otherwise, they would have lost that. They would have gotten a golden hand as well. So, no. But, sorry, Jonathan, you don't get to take my corruptions. And now I get to roll for the corruptions for the poor bastard who was on the other side. Well,
those you don't have to roll.
Okay, the other guy gets a.
You can just fucking tell us what happens to him or something. I don't know. Whatever. You do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, well, the other guy got a third eye as well.
Turns into a penguin and runs away or something. That's what you should do.
Oh my goodness.
He turns into a frickin'. What was it called again?
So you see you see Beltran in his state, and you see the other mage, and you see that his hands, one hand is a demonic claw, and one hand is like a Salhagen hand, and you see that the golden gauntlets have fallen off, and you see like underneath his helmet, tentacles are coming out, and they're You see underneath his helmet, the tentacle. There's Drozalak's tentacles coming out.
Oh boy.
Underneath the helmet, they're moving around.
Stop it.
Watch this thing. What have you done? You will die.
While he's talking, Behat is also casting magic missile. You should know that.
Who are you casting at? The mage?
Yeah, after the explosion where they got corrupted, Behat had cast magic missile.
Well, this mage has 2 attacks, so he's gonna freaking try to counterspell us fucking well.
Alright.
Do we get an initiative at some point? Silence is gonna happen.
Right after this, yes.
Okay.
Right after this, because John, roll your spell, and he will roll his. You're rolling magic missile.
As much fun as this is, I think I'm gonna go chop his head off, so John doesn't blow himself up.
Or before he gets any more corruptions, any more spells.
That's not a correct roll. I forgot. Hold on.
Just add your bonuses to that and tell me where it is.
He's got whimsical patron.
Oh, yeah, you actually do have a whimsical patron. You met her. She throws frogs at you constantly.
Not Beltran. This is Behat.
Oh, Behat. Never mind. That's the bug. Yeah, that makes sense.
Magic missile.
Dude.
Huh?
You could have had Behat
have
a spell duel the whole time, man.
Let's see. So he's gonna use mirror image to counterspell to confuse you into shooting the wrong one. I think that makes sense.
Whenever the spell's cast, roll 1d6 to determine what die is used. So d6, 5, 24. Okay.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Never mind, John. You win immediately. Yeah. No, that's that. That's a wrap. Holy fuck. He just rolled a 1. Jesus Christ. My evil mage doesn't deserve this kind of abuse. Okay, so while you're casting on him, he attempts to clone himself. And instead, you see like a freaking abomination fall out of his body. He's like, oh! And you see that his skin, like, you see blood spewing out as some sort of ugly half clone comes out of his body. And he coughs up blood right before you fucking hit him with a magic missile.
That's funny. I rolled a 2 for magic missile.
Well, you just lost that shit, you drunk. And he freaking rolled a 1, so it doesn't even matter. He just freaking cloned himself in a bloody, disgusting way. Dante, you're a good boy. So he's completely disoriented and he has nothing else. Everyone roll for initiative. The mage loses this round because of how fucked up he is. But that doesn't mean his soldiers don't.
That's actually 14.
18. 18 for silence. Ty, remember we have the high ground.
The what?
We have the high ground.
All right.
Even though we're gonna ride down
Oh,
from the high
John.
ground, we should have bonuses from that.
All right.
Beltram has a 0. He goes last, and then, or I don't know if you want to do whatever you want with that. B has a 14.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and do the initiative order here. Let me go ahead and add turn for silence. Silence got a what?
18.
So silence will be first. All right, and then Jonathan, Behat, and we'll have this guy represent the enemies. And
Is the mage still active? Is he still able to cast or anything? Or is he completely taken out?
He certainly is. He just loses this round. He's lost this round. He's extremely disoriented. And he's definitely lost a bit of health, but he can definitely cast for this round, the next round. Not this one.
Okay.
I mean, he literally just had birth. He just gave birth like Ryan Drake, so he's definitely a little disoriented.
All right, let me know.
He had a very bad minute.
Let me know when I can take my round.
Indeed. I'll have this one represent the mage. Poor fucking bastard. All right. Time to do initiatives. John, you got a 0. I'll just leave that as is. Lexington, you got a what?
17.
Warriors are savage. Silence got 18. See, B-Hat, what did you get?
B-Hat got a 14.
B-Hat's more of a savage than Beltran. Just kidding, Beltran's corrupted as shit. Let's see. See, this represents the mage. Mage got a 14. The warriors got a 15. right. Silence, you go first.
Silence
The Warriors
orders his
are about
ravens
to
to
begin
attack.
their charge.
Silence orders the ravens to attack. Also orders the entire army. Basically says attack. Rides forward ahead of them, just enough. Pulls out one of his lances and flings it at the mage's throat with the intention of basically going through his throat and cutting his vocal cords, so he can't cast anymore. And he will use a mighty deed to do that. So
wow, that is quite a fucking mighty deed.
You like, huh?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Go ahead. He has a decent AC though because of the spell he was able to cast.
Being rolled now. I rolled only a 2 on the mighty deed, so he gets a +5 to hit. Not his usual. Not all that high. So I doubt he'll be able to, but at least he'll get some damage in. So he rolled a 20.
Damn, you hit the motherfucker.
So his lance.
You hit him. Do that damage.
This much. 14.
Holy shit. On top of the damage he's already taken, he is now he's looking a hell of a lot worse. That lance just slid across his body and just damaged his armor.
All right then.
He doesn't look as pretty as he did before, especially with the tentacles coming out of his fucking mask. He has a golden fox max, by the way. So,
but he's still able to cast, right? Next round. So silence.
He is
pulls out
certainly
his
still
axe.
able to cast.
Pulls out his axe. He still has another lance, but he's going to use an axe this round. And he swings it at the nearest soldier, and rolls a mighty deed. The whole goal is to do basically a Dark Lord Sauron, and hit as many soldiers as he can, and send them flying through the air, just to create some fear and crush the morality of the army that's coming at us. So he's going to roll first his deed.
All right.
It's rolling. I got 3, so it's enough to do
You made it.
but not super effectively. So this is a +6, then a +3, so it's a +9. On that first soldier, here we go. 12. Garbage roll.
The soldier is able to take that hit. The soldier stops the hit with his blade,
And I think that's
saving his other friend.
I think that's it for silence. So hold on a second, let me just make sure.
Silence. When you get closer to the group of enemies, you notice that you hear a song in the background. You hear that there's soldiers in the background that are chanting and smacking onto their shield.
Right. Crush them! And he stays with them, but he's got Morgenstern doing what horses do, basically trampling as much as he can. That's it. I'm done.
Yep. So your soldiers rush down, and as you guys start engaging in battle, you start noticing the rain is actually blood. You can see the rain is really blood now. It's not just the color and the light. And you see that every time someone dies, you see something rise out of the ground and grab them, pull them into the ground. You see every person that dies is pulled into the ground.
I command the
whether
blood.
It's your soldiers or theirs.
Yeah, I command the blood, and I command that to happen. Turn around and run away, army, or you will be pulled down by Ares and whoever the hell it is who's pulling them down. Well, next round he'll use that's a mighty deed to try to scare him. I think it's up to Jonathan now.
Yep, your turn, Jonathan.
I command the slave army to attack the front.
All right. They go ahead of you.
I'm trying to be at the middle, not the front forward middle, but in the middle of the slave army.
All right.
Remember, I told my cavalry. I told my cavalry to come in from the side. Remember that.
All right. So, since you're attacking as an army, go ahead and roll a personality to see. Roll personality and then roll a mighty deed and attack to see how well your army does and how well that you do.
First, I roll D die.
Yeah, roll the attack.
Okay.
All right.
It's a 4. So roll personality, right?
No. You roll an attack. This is for you personally. How many you take down?
Alright. Please give me a second.
Jonathan.
10.
All right. That's the whole roll. All right. You're not able to pierce the defenses of many enemies, so you're not able to really damage any of them. Roll personality.
That's personality, right?
That's personality.
Alright. 13.
All right. So your soldiers are a hell of a lot more successful than you are when it comes to actually attacking. They do a lot of damage, though. Though your soldiers, you do see that they get profusely horrified when they see that when their friend dies, they get pulled into the fucking ground, and they got more horrified when the rain is bloody around them. And you can clearly tell that if you didn't have the collars around their neck, they would be running for their lives.
Yeah.
Oh, and Silence, you rode in with your soldiers, didn't you? You just rode in ahead, or
He rode him with his soldiers, but he's riding. They're not riding, so they're charging. So they're not gonna get to where he's
Yeah.
at first. He didn't go too far ahead though. So he just ran up to the
All
left,
right.
and then he turned. Tried to hit the first guy. He got deflected, and then used Morgenstern to start
All right.
running over some guys. He's in motion. He's not standing there letting people hit him
Yeah.
on a horse, and he's on a
All
horse.
right. Next comes their army. There's a few soldiers around you, so they're going to attempt to hit you. They're going to attempt to dehorse you.
The horse should
Let's see.
I should get bonuses to my armor class on the horse. Bring a horseback.
Because you're on a horse, add a 6 AC. But there's 6 men trying to pull you down, so here we go. I'm gonna roll to see a strength check to see if they take you down. Did they pull you down with the armor class?
What'd you roll?
17.
Nope. That's even with the negatives. His armor class is 19. Plus 6 makes it 25.
Nice.
Minus 6 back to 19. They couldn't.
Lexington, you're on horseback too, aren't you?
Yeah. But I'm
All
like
right.
at the center, like not at the back, but not at the front either.
All right, Lexington, add 4 to your AC, and they are going to attempt to
I like
to
how in
dehorse
all
you.
our campaigns, these are the only characters who bother to use horses.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. None of the other characters or any of the other characters have ever asked for a horse. None of them have ever said, "I want a horse." They just charge in on their feet.
Nope. Pretty much. All right. Does 22 break your armor class?
Yes.
Make
the armor class I have with the +4 is 21. So yes, that 22 hits.
All right. Make a strength or an agility check to avoid being dehorsed.
Oh shit. All right.
I'm sorry, you're finally taken off that fucking horse and brought to the ground. Make an agility check to make sure you stay on your feet when they throw you to the ground. Otherwise, you get trampled. Because I vividly recall how vicious medieval combat is. So, falling off your horse is the worst fucking thing.
Yeah. Give me a second.
It's funny. It's the first time freaking Lexington gets heroic, and he gets taken off his horse.
So Lexington,
Yeah,
much like
18.
your other characters, you have quite, you are quite cat-like, so you don't let them throw you to the ground and trample you. So,
They
one
still
soldier,
did dehorse me, though.
they did dehorse you, and one of them is trying to grab you and drive a knife into you. That is, the few others are ignoring you and trying to take the horse. So we'll get back to you with the guy trying to stab your throat in a bit. Now we got Bee Hat. They're glorious. The bee is on your head, Bee Hat. He massages your head. He's like, he massages your head. He's like, kill them all. We will kill them all. Yes, we will kill them all. Lancelot's like, without a doubt, they are puny compared to us. What do you want to do, Bee Hat? We are behind you, and we will follow your every order as per your commands. For the Queen, for country, for the great champion. And bear in mind, while Lancelot is talking, the bee never stops massaging your head. Like, he's constantly massaging your head while he's on your head.
He's enjoying the massage.
I've been told that this heals ailments, and this staves off irritation. It is only my duty.
How close are the enemies?
You have not ridden into battle. You have not run into battle, so they are maybe 20 feet away, and they are all mixed together with soldiers of your friends and allies. It's quite a bout.
And the other mage is dead, or he's just up at the moment?
You see that the other mage is still back there, and he's like trying to get his bearings. You can see him behind enemy lines.
So is he more than 30 feet away?
He is. Yeah, he's definitely more than 30 feet away. He's a solid 50 to 100 feet. Like, I'd say...
John, he's messed up. He can't spell, dude. If he's, what is he? Is he stunned, Tyler?
Yeah, he's stunned for this whole round.
So he can't spell, dude. Blow him up.
Well, B had actually lost the spell that he could have used to blow him up, so... 34. Okay, 15 more. Casting from this one.
So, Lancelot senses this. He's like, you need power. You need some power for your spells. These fiends here shall pay. I can bring you their blood so that you may cast a greater power behind. Shall I do it for you, my lord?
He's actually going to cast. Actually, he's gonna hold. Gonna hold his action because I think what I could. Shit.
The bee then speaks. You don't want humans? I can get you something else. I like bunnies. We can get a bunny and use it for our magic.
Let's see. Turn order. Sorry.
Arthur then says, "Yes, we could easily hunt a bunny. We'll get one for you if you don't
goes
want us
after
to
Behat?
slay one of the humans." The mage, but the mage lost his round, so
He's gonna try and
Beltram.
cast Scare
Hey,
at the
look at
mage.
Telegram. real
it's
quick.
gonna be
I want to see if I could try and get a high enough roll to hurl it at him.
Keep playing. Just look.
Oh, my phone's on airplane mode. Whoops. Wow.
Yeah. Please use that.
Fucking awesome.
Please use that for him from now on. When you get a chance.
I will.
I got a 21.
You got a 21 for what spell are you doing?
Page 191. Scare.
Scare? Who are you attempting to scare?
He was trying to cast it at the mage to keep him from casting anything else.
Jonathan.
What did you roll?
Jonathan, what's up?
21.
Wait, what page? 121? Wait, what page is it? I lost it, dude.
191.
I swear to God, I went there and it wasn't the page. Oh, no, I went to 192. I am drunk. So, you see something peculiar happen while you're casting. The bee gets off your head and starts spinning around you. And starts attempting, and you see Arthur trying to chant. He's like, "Oh, the land of the bee." This increases your spell by 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So it goes up one level higher. You can scare, you can frighten 3 enemies within 60 feet. They receive a will save to resist the effect. Failure indicates they experience a moment of fright and they immediately flee the area at maximum speed. Scare lasts 1d6 plus 1 rounds. So yes, I will make the wizard take a spell, a will check. He's all right. You could choose up to 3 other people. So you could just choose a few soldiers.
Yeah, could I choose? I'll choose soldiers around the wizard, so it kind of opens up a little more of a path.
You see the wizard, the soldiers that were guarding the wizard, then you see the spell touches them. They will roll their save now. And fail magnificently. They all flee. The guards around the immediate area of the mage are now gone. And I believe with that, it skips the wizard's turn. Because he's stunned. Now it's your turn, Beltram. All the warriors around you just ran past you, completely ignoring the fact that you're a corrupted Pantaloon.
Well,
you can feel
corruption.
You can feel the lips.
Robes, so you can't really see them. So.
Yeah, you can
feel just a tentacle that came out.
You can feel irritation on the back of your head, like very profound irritation, because you feel that there's hair obscuring your eyeball in the back of your head. And then you feel profound irritation again on your back, for your eyes on your back cannot see, and they can only smell your hither areas. And your mouth is muffled by the cloak. But you can still cast with it.
Right. So while I'm casting another fireball, can the second phase cast one too?
Indeed, it could.
So do I make 2 separate rolls?
Yes, you do.
Holy
Okay.
shit. Holy shit. He's taking he that's making lemonade from lemons. I think he's keeping that face. He's not gonna do anything to get rid of it.
So the first one's a 22.
22. All right, and fireball. What page is fireball?
The second one's an 18. Page 216. Plus you gave him that awkward mercurial magic.
Yeah, I remember it. Oh man. So yes, the game ends with the sound of women being pleasured profoundly. Let's see, it was 218. You said?
Of course it does.
216. Sorry about that.
That was me being confused.
He's too focused
All right.
on the mercurial magic.
Oh my god. All right, John, do a 4d6. Roll 46. Oh god, yeah. So you scorch the poor fucking mage. His god, he's freaking howling at this point, and by this point you can see that the mask has melted on his fucking face, so he can't take off the mask. All right, now roll 1d4 plus 1. All right, so you can hit 4 different targets. The first target, I imagine you want to hit him, right?
I'm gonna dump as many shots into the mage as I have to completely kill them.
All right, so roll 5d6 with an explosion radius of 20 feet, so everyone around him dies. And bear in mind, everyone, while you see these flames go, the flames, you hear the sound of moaning from women, a profound pleasure and ecstasy as they hit this man and cause him to scream in pure visceral agony.
Silence is like, that's what it sounded like last night.
Would. It's a 15 altogether.
The man that was there is now howling and screeching and burning to death. You have killed him. The only thing that remains on his charred corpse is the golden fucking mask that you seared into his poor face, and the golden armor that's seared onto his charcoal skin.
That sucks. He didn't come back to become an arch villain with a golden face golden helmet. Damn you, John. He was turned to gold face or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean you freaking obliterated him. You fucking obliterated him. You see that everything is burnt on him, including his spell book, you fucking genius.
He's no longer a problem.
All right. So that was not the end of the spell. So I'm pretty much just going to do it like this. You see that this fireball scorches this guy, and then it starts burning other sectors. You see that the other golden men getting ignited and burned as it keeps bouncing one to the other until it ceases. And nothing left but screaming of men and the moaning of women. Every time it touches a center of men, there's the moaning, the profound sexual moaning of women. Every single time, counteracting the screams of those men who are dying.
And that's how we end the game.
Yes.
Excellent. Very
that is how we end the game. And bear in mind, every single person that has died, they all get sucked into the ground. They're all grabbed by hands. It is running, bloody rain happening.
Okay, we're gonna have to negotiate that with Ares next week because he doesn't like that happening to the crows. So. He's gonna have a little chat with Ares.
What?
Silas doesn't like that happening to the crows. So he's gonna have a chat with Ares about that.
Oh yeah, because every single person was taken.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Doesn't really care about anybody else, but the crows, he doesn't like that.
Indeed.
Awesome, Tyler. That fight.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me end the video. Good night, people.